Chapter 3. A Day Out in London. Well, we're basically going to spend all that time just being stuck on the tube, I guess. That's all that happens in London. A few days later. Scotland Yard Archives. Insert caption here. JCR Carmichael, I got an urgent summons. Does the long-armed law need a pair of fast feet? Inspector Grosky, actually I have a special assignment for you. Have you heard of an organisation by the name of Torchwood? Torchwood? Can't say I have. What have they been up to then? They are an extremely dangerous paramilitary organisation who have been known to operate in all parts of the world. We know quite a lot about their criminal activities, but are still in the dark as to their motives and long-term goals. Well, they're here to protect the human race against alien activity. I could have told you that ages ago, come on. I need you to get more information, unearth some concrete evidence for us. What kind of evidence, Chief? Target have moles in high places. In the government, the army, and even, if I'm not mistaken, in the police force. It's going to be Grosky, isn't it? It's always the one you least expect. What's that? A mole in the force? Here's the best part. I think I have an agent here in this very building. Listen, Grosky, I cannot assure your safety on this operation, but I would not ask you if it were not important. Are you in? Do you need to ask? I want to have some criminal elements undermining the yard. I'll find them, whatever it takes. Oh, I don't want it to be Grosky. But it's so going to be. Be aware that the rot may even extend to our upper echelons, Grosky. Do not mention this to any of our superiors. Leave it to me, Chief. If that sneak goes to ground, I'll dig him out with my bare hands. For the yard! Always doing things with intensity here. Good luck, Grosky. Oh, it's him. Look at the smile. The smile. As soon as he turned his back. I know it. It's him. He's like, yes. Meanwhile, that apple has been on the desk for a long time. Gresnell University, London, Professor Layton's office. There, the dean has approved my request to go on a research expedition, and Dr. Glaive will take over my classes. You do classes? You spend more time exploring the world regardless, like, don't you just have a permanent substitute at this point? Great, and while you were talking to the dean, I made a list of everything we have to get. Let's go shopping. Thank you, Abby. I believe we have some points to discuss before we go out there. Oh yes. You wanted to talk about our itinerary, didn't you? So, to find these Azran eggs, we'll have to visit 5 sites. We're just scattered around the world, right? That's right. Finding these artifacts should help us solve the grand puzzle the Azran have left for us. I can hardly believe that we are so close to uncovering the secrets of the most ancient civilization known to man. I know. I can't wait to get going on a trip around the world. Oh yes, I meant to tell you. I've been over some Azran texts again with our recent finds in mind, and I realised something. Do you remember the 3 great Azran ruins I spoke of before? You mean the Garden of Healing, the City Farm, and the Infinite Vault, was it? Yep. I'm convinced that activating all 3 of those sites was a strict condition for awakening the Azran messenger. We did this! We caused this to happen! Anybody that dies, it's all on us. That was the first challenge set by the Azran people. I see. They want to ensure that we could not awaken their messenger before our civilization properly developed. And we did it single-handedly! Yeah! I must say it is an honour to be present at such a turning point in our history. But in fact, Professor, your thesis already touched upon... Excuse me for interrupting, but at this rate, no historical discovery is going to be made at all. Why don't we finish our preparations first? You can always discuss the finer points of your studies once we're on our way. Ah, of course. Very well. Can I count on you to get the necessary provisions? I intend to research our destination a little more. No problem. Okay, thank you, Miss Altava. I always forget Emmy's last name. Altava. Please, Professor, call me Emmy. Oh, flirty. Are you sure? That doesn't feel right. Ha! You professors are all alike. But really, don't worry about being so polite. We're going to be spending a lot of time together. Alright then. Now then, if you'll excuse me, there is still much to be done. Come back to the Bostonius once you finish shopping. What do you think we'll leave for our journey around the world? It's bound to be a lot longer than a camping trip. It's the children's corner, over in the corner. Layton, Emmy, and Professor Sycamore over one corner, just talking, like, politics. Then Luke and Aurora just playing in the other corner. Bread and cheese for sandwiches, biscuits from you guys exploring. Oh well, tea and cake on the Bostonius. You'd eat many things. Of course, we might end up trudging through forests, climbing mountains, and exploring ancient ruins. We need provisions. This kind of grand shopping trip will want to go to Kensington. Kensington? That's a real place. Of course, we're not familiar with London. Well, it's an excellent opportunity to show you around. Very well. New episode of Night of the Drunk, Fishy Business. Oh my god, we've actually not caught up on episodes for a while, have we? Should I carry on playing? Yeah, go on then, why not? I was going to do what I did with Chapter 2 and just kind of end it and then restart it up again, but... yeah, I'm sure everything will be fine. Actually, I will be right back, though. There we go. Always take regular breaks when you play video games. Very important. Now then, all for Professor Stickyfloor. Have we actually unlocked any more episodes? No, I guess that's all we've got so far. So, I'm assuming that Chapter 3 appears to all be set in London. So what, is London just going to be kind of a bit of a filler chapter? I don't know. Well, let's have a look at these episodes we've got. Since I think we got both of these in the last chapter. Oh no, we got this one in Chapter 1, whatever. I wonder where that Professor Sandy Shaw's gone. He's been gone days now, he has. Maybe he got eaten by the terror of the night. The living snowman. They say it's that one outside the cave, you know. Oh, I've only gone and set you off again, haven't I? I'm saying it because it's true. Could be dangerous to us all, it could. As much danger as that Nordic puma you was blabbering on about before, I reckons. I only hope Professor Seymour doesn't get wind of all this nonsense. He might think I'm as silly as ye are. How did you end up being friends with him anyway? You always get flustered around the fancy city visitors. No, I doesn't. Seymour's an unusual name, isn't it? Where would you say he's from? The South Pacific? Oh, no. I wouldn't have you making up stories about him. He's my friend and I hope to keep it that way. There they go again, each other's throats again. You know, they seem like they're enjoying themselves to me. You've got to be joking. Prima, you're a lovely girl. If that's your idea of enjoyment, count me out. What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying you don't like my company? Now you're just twisting my words. Well, that was a completely pointless episode. These all seem pretty pointless, though. Fishy Business is going to be all about Call of Duty. Today's catch isn't enough. Oh, no. Today's catch isn't enough. Enough? This is almost twice what I was expecting. You sure you don't want to show yourself? Keep it. I've got a bucket of bream that'll last me till next week. Well, if you're fishing for compliments, I've fallen hook, line, and sinker. You're the best, Boris. The very best. Is that it? I was thinking... well, that's the end for that episode. Let's walk off. 3 chart today, please. 3 chart it is. I take it that for your always yummy special menu. They certainly are. I was thinking I might fry them in a nice lemon sauce today. Splendid. Now take a gander at these fine fellows. Plump it up for you. Perfect as always, Carpin. Just like yourself. Now I better head back to the cafe to put these specials on the board. It's nearly opening time. I think he's in there. I think he's got a chance there. I think he's going to get laid. Larissa Pet, those crab cakes were divine. And that lemon thrite. Did you cook it all yourself? I certainly did. It wasn't the little gremlins in the kitchen, that's for sure. Point taken. You know, it's nice to see someone hard at work and doing the community good. Keep up the fishy dishes. You, sir, have just earned yourself one scrumptious dessert free of charge. Oh, I want scrumptious dessert free of charge. Oh, would that happen to be your fish smoothie? You're out of luck. It takes a long time to prepare the ingredients for the smoothie. How about a caviar souffle instead? Well, that sounds better. Good. I expect to see you lick the plate clean then. Okay, I don't really want a free dessert anymore. Oh my god, there's loads of people in this place. Water, please. Anything to explain that taste. Whatever is the matter, dear Moosey-kins? You're terribly pale. Not now, Sonia, please. I've just come from Larissa's... say no more. Really? Why does that woman insist on serving those revolting recipes? Her main fish dishes are so delicious, and yet she insists on giving you those repugnant desserts. Really? If she's trying to join moi as one of Call of Duty's sophisticates, she's going the wrong way about it. Have we done now? Have we visited every single person in Call of Duty? Okay. We've only got 3 out of... I guess it's going to be 16 episodes. I think there was way more in the last episode, but I think there was way too many in the last episode, so that's probably a step up. The ice wall turned out to be a door of sorts made from what's made to be tempered glass. No wonder every situation is completely ineffective. I imagine it was Sycamore himself who closed off the cave, urgently had faith in our ability to weather the puzzle he'd set for us. I must admit, I'm impressed by his ingenuity in disguising the opening mechanism of one of the glowing stone, one with a very high fine hat too. Sycamore and I have successfully freed the girl he called the mummy. How far have we got to go from this? Way too much. Let's deal with that later. So hey, Mr. Squirrel Dude thinks that there are hint coins. I think there's an apple, and I have stolen the apple, but the apple is still there. This is madness. Where else can we find hint coins? I think we'll find one over there, and I think we'll find one over one of the top drawers. Oh, these top drawers. I thought it meant the other drawers. Nope, not that one. Could it be this one? Oh, not that one. Could it be this one? Yeah, it can. How easy. And the red rock on the shop top shelf. Is that those? Oh, it's one of these, I guess. Looks like a coral than a rock or something. I don't know. Oh, look, a puzzle. This thing must be precious if the professor's keeping it behind glass. I do kind of want to touch it, though. Well, as the professor's assistant, I better check you're qualified before letting you do that. And to check I'm qualified, I have to solve the puzzle. But I'm probably not going to touch it anyway, because, you know... puzzle number 22, hose help. An archaeologist has just dug up an ancient statue, and a collection of reporters and nosy members of the public have descended on the university campus where he works in order to have a look. Everyone's keen to clean the mud off the statue and see what lies beneath. However, even though the tap's been switched on, there's no water coming out of the hose. You'll need someone to help you get the hose spraying again, but who's the best person for the job? Once you've worked out who to ask for help, just touch the list to submit your answer. Okay. What's the what? He's a doctor, so probably not him. I'm not sure that I'm... Is someone standing on it? I think it's going to be the doctor guy, because I think the doctor guy is standing on it, and that's why it won't work. And I think that getting him to move is the way to help. Okay, is it going to be the doctor guy? Which one's the doctor guy? Doctor guy is guy B.
Okay, here we go.
Yay! I think my reasoning was correct there.
Got it.
Is he standing on it? He just needs to stop standing on the hose. Unfortunately, all the mud has been cleaned off. The statue doesn't appear quite as ancient as the archaeologist would have hoped. Oh well. I don't know why I said whoosh. Whoosh is usually the sound you associate with a joke going past your head or something. Correct. Okay, on behalf of the professor, I grant your permission to touch the artifact as much as you like. Don't be silly, Emmy. Just because I want to touch it doesn't mean I should. There's a reason he's keeping it behind glass. Very sensible, Luke. Very sensible. What do we want to do now, then? I guess we want to head off and leave and go search around London. Like I said, I don't know if like Chapter 3 is going to be a bit of a filler kind of chapter. Torchwood scoundrels burrowing in like woodworms, he out from the inside. Come out and face justice, you cowards. I think Groski is either going to turn out to be the Torchwood spy, or he's going to die or something in this episode, because we know he's not in the first 3 games. He's only in the 4, 5, 6 and the movie, all of which are set before Curious Village, and then we never see him again. I don't know if that's just because the character wasn't written then, which would make sense, or if something's going to happen. I don't know. Yes, no. So I don't think he's able to catch anyone without your help, Professor. It's not entirely fair, Emmy. Come on, Professor, you know as well as I do that at least half of Groski's arrests were made with your help. Half. And anyway, oh look, it's Dean Dalmona. Why don't we go say hello before we head into town? Good idea. Dean Dalmona! Oh, I missed you. Are there any hint coins here? Buildings, chimneys. Always search the chimneys for hint coins. They're like the most basicest of things. There's a sign there. And And maybe one over there. Didamuna, is your granddaughter giving you a puzzle? Because that's usually what happens, isn't it? Hello, Didamuna. Very well, thank you. As a matter of fact, we were just going to attempt to buy supplies. Oh, just how long do you expect to be digging away, Pottery? No, I know it's more exciting than that. Enjoy yourself. We will, thank you. Is it a puzzle that your granddaughter meant? Yes, it's a one that his granddaughter's given him. We got to solve it. What will the girl think of her old granddad? Can do. It's always the same with Dean Delmona. Anytime he's got a puzzle. Puzzle number 23, chock full. Puzzle worth 30 picker outs. These 5 people all want a specific combination of chocolates in a specific order. Your task is to find a set of chocolates that matches the boxes in front of every person. Each set must be made up of 3 adjacent chocolates and must be selected in the order shown in the boxes from left to right. Slide from square to square to create a set. Okay. Well, the only way to get square heart has got to be that one, right? Like, there's outright no way for it not to be that. Is that really as easy as it was?
You know, I think this may be it.
Is Dean Delmona...
Puzzle solving is a most gentlemanly pursuit.
A bit simple. Chocktacular! That... I don't know, that seemed slightly easy. So that's what it was! Sending work, Herschel, thank you. I'm glad I can be your sister, Dean. My granddaughter will be delighted, I assure you. My best of luck on our travels, Herschel. Thank you for the best wishes, I suppose. Yeah, the filleriness of this thing continues. Oh yes, of course. You've never taken the bus, have you? Oh, sorry. Oh yes, of course. You've never taken the bus, have you? Buses are big and red, and they make getting around really easy. No, Luke, you're a bit wrong with that. They're always late and they are horrible and slow. Indeed they do. Allow me to explain. Oh great, we're going to learn how buses work. You can isolate the bus symbol on the touchscreen or investigate the bus stop with your magnifying glass. I can just imagine going up to a bus stop with a magnifying glass. Okay, alright, I see, yeah, I see. Then a simple touch, you select our destination. So I just choose where I want to go? That's right, now let's take the bus. They have a slightly oversimplified view of how the bus works, I think. Fantastic! You may even say vintage. I see what you did there.